Hello guys, welcome back to Insa Electronics. So in today's episode I'm back with yet another wireless Bluetooth headset to be repaired. So this one belongs to my colleague who is not at all a tech guy, so he purchased this thing online for around 500 rupees, and from the day 2 itself he started seeing some problems, and that's how it ended up in my table right here. Now for 500 rupees I think this is overkill, because I have seen people selling these in the streets, and while you're stopping in the red lights, you will get these things for around 200 to 50 rupees from them, and depending on how good you're at bargaining, you will get at a cheaper price as well. So the problem with this one is, this is the fourth replacement unit that he has received, and he's now done with it, and he said no more replacement, he's going to take whatever it is. So for the last three items, ever since the first item is received, it was acting up. Basically the first unit, he said it was not taking a charge. Both the headsets were, both the earpiece, this is the typical Apple clone with the two kind of thing. So from the day one onwards, the first one was not taking a charge at all. The seller was not processing the refund. He said he will give a second replacement, so he replaced it again to get another faulty unit. So the second one side of the headset was not working. Again he contacted the seller. He said no replacement, no refund, only replacement. So he got a third unit, which both of the headsets were not working. Immediately he returned it, and he said I'm calling it done. Whatever is the fourth replacement that he gets, that's the end of it, because he has spent 500 rupees for it and he received 4 units. It's the fourth one, all 4 are bad. Now that's the reason why is you don't want to purchase cheaper items like this, because investing a little bit more money and you will get a quality piece. So this one in particular, I'm going to repair it. I'm going to try to repair it. Let's see whether it gets repaired. And this one, there is no branding or anything in here. While searching for Bluetooth, it will say something like IE7 or something like that. These are generic Bluetooth devices. So it has a button. This is rechargeable. These wireless buds has its own batteries inside, and it can be recharged by pressing this button. You can see it has a built-in battery. As you can see right now, both of them are showing as being charged, but within a few seconds you will see what is the problem. So you can see there are 2 positions for the LED indications for showing the level of charge for this battery case, and you can see already it has shown the problem. You can see this one is still being charged, this one has fully charged. It's showing fully charged, but right now if I take it out and if I try to press this button, nothing will turn on, and you will be wondering where is the button for this one. It is inside here. It got inside through the hole in here. You can see that over there. Let's see in here. Both of them are showing up as a blue spotlight. I believe it will be coming through here. So let's take a look at the charging circuit they are using. Let's take this thing apart, both the headset side and this case, and let's try to repair this faulty piece. This one is the faulty unit. So to pair this thing, you can use them individually. You can use them as single standalone Bluetooth headsets. So to do it like that, you just pick whichever one you want, just press it for a couple of seconds until the blue light flashes in this one like this. So this is now in the pairing mode. So if I start searching for Bluetooth devices, you can see it shows up as TWS i7. So right now this is in the single pair mode. If I click on it, this will get paired and I can use it as a single unit. And if I want to have the stereo effect or the stereo unit, both the units to be powered up, I have to turn off both the devices and I have to turn on both of them at the same time. Because I cannot do it with this one right now, I'm just going to explain how it is going to be done. Because if you press both of them simultaneously, both of them will get turned on and they will get paired up together first, and then you have to search for it in the Bluetooth. It will show up with the same name, TWS i7, something like that. Then you click on it, both of them will get paired to your phone. Then you can use it as a stereo effect, but I don't think there's a stereo effect, because when I tried the left-right audio, I heard both the left and right audios on both the phones, irrespective of whether it's left or right, kind of like that. So no stereo effect, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, but from my experience, these are just mono devices. There are no stereo effect. I heard both the left and right from just one single unit itself. So maybe it's something wrong with the left-right audio that I have selected in the YouTube, but because they don't have to, because there's only one earpiece anyway, so they don't have to include a stereo audio receiver in here. So yeah, left and right both can be received in just one unit. Enough of talking, let's just move on with the teardown thingy. So let me just show you the price of this thing. Where is the from listing that I selected? By the time it loads up, let's open up this one. So yeah, this is the unit, 398. Now it's showing 399, but because there is a lot of These things are available in many different brand names. This one in particular is Bluebirds, but it's the same thing. You can see it's the same deal. You can see over here. Yep. So that is that. Let's move on with the teardown thing. Yep. So first let's take out this one. I'm not finding any visible screws, so I suspect there will be a couple of locking clips, which yes it is. So slowly pushing it out through the clips. Let's see how we can take out this one. Alright, I'm just going to speed up this part if it gets too long, because alright, there it is coming out. So all you need to do is just try it out carefully without damaging things. So there is nothing on this side, it's just a hole, and this was the part that was rattling around inside, and you can see there goes the Bluetooth headset. You can see this one fits perfectly inside here. Oops, I put it in the wrong way. So if I place it correctly, that is now fit, and you can see I'm trying to press it and nothing is showing up, so nothing happens. So let's keep that to the side, and let's take a look at what's inside here. You can see in here there are two pins. Can this be taken out further? How far we can take it out? Yep, you can see the light. Not seeing any screws inside. You can see both. There are two holes which are the proportion for screws, but oops, using a metal tool to mess around with circuit boards is not a good thing. So how can we take it out? I just want to measure the battery capacity. Alright, there comes the battery. How can we take out the circuit board? I want to take the circuit board out as well. So just give me a second. I'll take out the circuit board and I will be back. Alright, now the board is out. All you want to do is, this circuit board was actually kept in place with the help of that particular locking clip right there. You can see that there's a lip over there, and that is what prevents this whole circuit board from getting out of the casing. So let's take a look at this thing. It has a number in here. Not sure whether the camera can focus on that, but it says, can it be focused on that? What is the number? It says MP3402. So I believe that is the USB charge controller and a boost. This is a power bank on its own. It has its own battery, it has its own boost converter. You can see a small inductor right there. So this is basically a 5 volt. Hold on, let's measure the voltage. I believe the outer case is negative, and if I press the button, let's see what is the voltage. V out, both of them are in parallel. Yep, 5 volts. So this is a 5 volt boost converter on its own. So this can be charged with basically the old Nokia cell phone chargers, because this thing you can see is a barrel jack that is similar to what being used as the Nokia mobile chargers. You can see it's I'm not sure about what is the technical name for 2.5 mm diameter DC barrel jack or something like that. I'm not sure, but these are the things that are once used inside the Nokia mobile charger. Hold on, I have one over right here. I don't want to pause to get that. Yeah, here it is. This one over here. Focus. You can see both of them are similar. In fact, let's try one. Let's do it. Let's just plug this one in straight to this one, connect it to the 5 volt, whether it get boom or yep, it can be charged directly from the Nokia battery like that, no problem whatsoever. Hold on, let me smell it. I don't think that was a good idea connecting, because it was really hot. It really got hot. Maybe that was not a good idea to do that, but this was actually putting at 5 volts, then why can't I just plug it directly to a 5 volt DC jack? So yeah, this is a basic 5 volt step converter, and let's now see what is the capacity of this particular battery, whether there is any milliamp capacity mentioned. Nothing so far. There is no marking or anything. I don't want to spoil the battery, because if I try to pull it really hard, it may create a swelling, which is not good for the battery. So I'm going to put it back, and I will try to find out the capacity of this one by charging it externally. So yeah, I will do that later on, but let's move on for now. Let's take the main what was that? So let's move on to the main item of the show. So let's keep the working unit out of the way, because it is working and it will almost be identical. Where did I lose this one? Yeah, it is here. Oops, a lot of small things coming into the frame. Yeah, let's move on. Where was I digress a lot. Yeah, let's keep all the other things to the side, and let's do the teardown for the broken one, or the so-called broken one. So how can I take it out? Let's use a knife. Let's take a knife and let's just, I hope the only way to get it inside is to slightly damage it, because I'm already seeing a small gap in here through which I believe I can go inside. Yes, that it is. You can, wow, that right there is a driver, and you can see the battery that is inside. I believe that the battery is bulged. No, it is not bulged. So in here there is nothing but a battery and the driver, which I believe is 32 ohms. So how can I take out this particular board out? I'm sure there is a way in through here. So yep, there it is. So if I think I broke a wire over there. Did I broke a wire? Yep, that is the blue wire has just came loose and it has to be soldered back to that one. Oh, was it like that when I took it out? Because I was not looking at this portion. Anyway, let's fix that one also. But just a loose wire or speaker does not indicate the charging problem. So this is another problem that I now have to fix. Let's see whether the whole thing comes out. Do I need to take out the whole thing? Let's take out the whole thing. Give me a moment. So I'm back after desoldering everything. So let's slide the whole thing out and let's explore it together. Ooh, what is that? What is this thing over here? I believe that has to be a microphone of some sort. Is it a battery? Are you able to see that? Is that a battery, or is that a microphone right there? A man's microphone or a condenser microphone? Because I'm seeing a lot of holes in the. Hold on a second. Let me try to zoom on to that. I need to make a better magnifier than this one. I will make one myself. So this is a whole circuit that is inside. Underneath there is a crystal which is for the chip, obviously, and this right here is the IC. It says this is HSOB14EDT. That is the IC name, and I believe this is a microphone. Now this is the only thing I want to check in here, because most of the time when something like this happens, the battery is going to be the problem. Otherwise it will not get fully charged that fast. So I have made a marking for the positive already in here. So if I connect it there and if I connect it over here, you can see the battery voltage is now down to 0.1 volt, which is not good. So to charge it, I'm going to use the good old method of connecting it parallel to another battery. So I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to connect the positive over here, and I'm going to connect the negative to here. I'm going to touch it a couple of times just to give it a quick boost, and I'm going to hold it there for a few seconds, and let's see whether it has took a charge. Sometimes it will, sometimes it will not. Bring the multimeter onto the frame. You can see the voltage is increased to 0.2 volts. We may need to charge and discharge this for a couple of times to get it working properly. And I don't recommend using this method for every situation, because connecting a fully discharged battery, like a battery with a 0 volts, to a fully charged battery like this one is not at all recommended, because it's going to create a huge current flow to the fully discharged battery, which is not good. But in this situation I'm doing it because I know exactly what I'm doing, and I know at what position I need to stop. Let me check the voltage. It is now at 0.5 volts. So give me a moment, I will charge this battery and I'll be back. So guys, almost 4 hours have passed and I'm back with the results. Now if I turn off this main light, you can see the charger, it is still blinking. That means it is still being charged. So for a battery like this small, 4 hours is more than enough for it to get fully charged. And the fact that it is still being charged indicates something really bad, because I don't think this is a good battery. But anyhow, let's see what happens. And unfortunately I forgot to connect this one in series, so we cannot measure how much capacity has gone into it. There won't be much, because otherwise within 4 hours of time it would have been fully charged. So let's disconnect the charger and let's measure the battery voltage right now. Alright, so let me bring the meter and let's measure the battery voltage. Hold on, before measuring, let's do one thing. Because I used this power bank to charge the battery, this battery must be able to power up this power bank as well, isn't it? So let's connect the USB power meter to this one and see. Nothing. So this is dead as a rock. Even for a small light load like this, it is not being able to trigger this one. So yeah, it is dead as a rock. So no, there is no point in connecting another load. But anyhow, let's measure the voltage now and let's see. As I said, I don't have any hope for this battery. I hope the meter is visible. 0.2 volts. So yeah, this battery is long gone, mates. So all of a sudden the video has quickly became just a teardown video. The repairing part cannot be completed unless I'm able to find a proper replacement battery, which is really hard because these kind of batteries are not readily available for purchase online or through local shops. So that makes the end of this video. So for this one, I hope that is it, guys. That is the inside of the local Bluetooth headset, and I'm going to call it as done. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you in another video.